I'm back again with another stimulus check update for you for today, August 18th of 2020. Make sure you watch this video all the way through till the end of the video. That way you don't miss out on a special bonus that I have in store for you at the end of the video. So watch the entire video till the end. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up so that way YouTube can promote it and more people can see the video also as well. Give this video a comment. Let me know what you think about all the good news and the bad news that I'm sharing with you in today's video. Let me know what's your opinion on it. And today we're going to be talking about basically next round of stimulus checks for individuals is bad news and good news. The second stimulus check update in our special series that we had started a few days ago. As you know, we do daily stimulus check update videos here on this channel. So you get an update on the stimulus checks each and every single day. Okay, so basically today we got a lot of good news and we got a little bit of bad news for you. So it's really not that bad today. Okay, now 7 states got approved to offer the $300 in extra unemployment benefits. Arizona, Colorado, Iowa, Louisiana, Missouri, New Mexico, and Utah. So that is a little bit of good news there, even though it's only $300 a week, folks. I know it's not the same as the $600 a week that some of you may have been used to getting in an extended unemployment benefits. Hey, but it is something. It's better than nothing, right? And also, we have for you today a GOP Republican proposal from the Senate with a huge shocker. So stay tuned, watch this video all the way through the end so that way you don't miss out and you can find out what the shocker is. Now, Pelosi Pelosi compromises again, I'm reading from my notes, with Republicans and the White House with a brand new offer. This can be a game changer, folks. And also we have the House with a new vote. Okay, that's also great news. And also, I'm going to give you my thoughts on what I think about all of this. So first up, let's get started with today's stimulus check news. Now, the GOP aides indicated that the revised Senate proposal, which we had discussed in yesterday's video very briefly, would include a $300 weekly enhanced unemployment benefits. It is also expected to include more aid for small businesses by providing additional funding for the Paycheck Protection Program, as well as funding for health and education funding, similar to the HEALS Act. Republicans are expected to continue pushing for a business liability shield to protect employers against C-word sickness-related lawsuits. GOP aides indicated Monday that the skinny bill would also include $10 billion for the United States Postal Service. The GOP aides who provided details of the expected provisions made no mention of a stimulus check, guys. Bad news. That's the little bit of bad news that I had for you. Their bill that they introduced in the Senate makes no mention of a stimulus check. Now, how can that be, folks? I mean, why did they even leave that out? Okay, that's a little bit of bad news. I hope they at least include that and revise the bill or do something with it before they take a vote. Now, in other news, which is even great news, the House Democrats, they're considering a vote on a scaled-back version of the HEROES Act. Multiple sources said this to NBC News. Now, the House is returning this weekend to vote on a postal service bill to prepare for an expected dramatic rise in mail-in voting, and some Democratic lawmakers want the party to push forward on pandemic relief funding that mostly ran out at the end of July. I believe they're talking about the eviction moratoriums and the $600 extra boost in unemployment assistance. Now, it was floated yesterday, Monday, on Democratic caucuses, on a Democratic caucus call by Representative Cedric Richmond, a Democratic from Louisiana, a close ally of the House Democratic whip, Representative Jim Clyburn of South Carolina, according to multiple sources. Richmond called for a vote on a $2 trillion to $2.4 trillion relief bill, similar to what Pelosi offered as a middle point in negotiations with the administration. Now, this is an attempt to show Republicans and the American people that the Democrats are willing to compromise. Okay? A senior Democratic aide said the idea is being discussed by members. If it did happen, it would not happen Saturday when the House votes on the Postal Service bill. The idea is gaining traction among rank and file members, especially those who are facing tough re-elections in November. They are anxious to deliver to their constituents and worried about looking like they are willing to save the post office, but not help those struggling economically because of the pandemic. Representative Anthony Brindisi, a Democrat from New York, said, yes, we need to save the post office, but we can't forget about the real crisis many of our working families are facing. So let's save the post office and work together to provide relief to struggling families, businesses, and communities everywhere. Washington needs to stop the politics, get something done. Don't send us home without it. Another House Democrat put it this way. Frankly, to return to D.C. and vote to protect the USPS from ruin without voting to protect people and businesses from further ruin would be inexcusable. Representative Steny Hoyer of Maryland, who he is the second highest ranking Democrat in the House of Representatives, is supportive of taking up a C-word sickness relief bill, according to multiple sources. Hoyer did not close the door on another vote on the House Democratic conference call on Monday. So we know that's great news. If the House is considering a vote on a new stimulus bill, that's awesome. And, $2 trillion to $2.4 trillion, I mean, it's kind of iffy as far as getting Republican approval, because Steve Mnuchin kind of said that they don't want to go there to 2 trillion or 2.4 trillion, right? Because of money to the states, that they don't want to dish out $1 trillion to the states, okay? Pelosi had made a statement in an online interview with Politico, okay? And she said, we have to try to come to that agreement now. Okay, now this is Nancy Pelosi, who also said, and I'm paraphrasing, that if we wait until the end of September or October to pass another stimulus package, people will die. Okay, now Pelosi said this, that we have to try to come to that agreement now. And we're willing to cut our bill in half to meet the needs right now. Now, I believe she's talking about the HEROES Act, right? Because that's the last major bill that was passed in the House of Representatives back in May 15th. And that bill had a price tag of $3.4 trillion also as well. So to cut that in half, then that would be a $1.75 trillion bill or a $1.5 trillion bill, which is good news because that may have a chance of being approved by the Republicans and the White House also as well, because the White House also upped their offer to $1.5 trillion. So Pelosi, she went on to say, not only is they're willing to cut their bill in half to meet the needs right now. She said, we will take it up again in January. We'll see them again in January, but for now, we can cut the bill in half. So this is a lot of my opinion and a lot of other people's opinions too also as well. When I was saying yesterday, when I was saying to the Democrats, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer in our video yesterday, I was saying, just take the deal, just take the deal. I was referring to the deal that the White House had offered Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and the Democrats, where White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows said that the president will sign that bill tomorrow, pretty much, which was like a pretty much skinny bill, pretty much a little PPP funding for small businesses. Also, you know, a stimulus check, you know, and something else that he had mentioned too also as well. I don't want to mention it again because this will be the third time me mentioning it in the video, you know, but I was pretty much saying, hey, just take the deal, right? Well, surprise, surprise. Today, Nancy Pelosi came up with her own counter offer that she would cut the bill in half. So couldn't be no other bill that she could possibly be referring to except the HEROES Act, which is either a $3 trillion bill or $3.5 trillion bill, which would bring the new bill that the House may be presenting for a vote pretty soon, with a price tag of around $1.5 trillion to $1.75 trillion, which is very good news, people, because why I say that? This has a chance of being approved, okay? As long as they don't put any extra pork in this bill like they did in the HEROES Act and stuff that, you know, the Republicans will just never approve, everything should go smoothly as planned, folks, and we should see our stimulus checks coming soon, okay? And right now, that's my thoughts on this, and we are closer than we ever were to another stimulus check right now, okay? And like I've been saying all this time for months, stimulus checks are coming, folks. Stimulus checks are on the way, okay? They may not be in your mailbox right now. They may not be in the post office right now or the Treasury right now, but they're coming, okay? Just keep the faith, folks, and we're going to get our stimulus checks. I believe strongly in my heart we're going to get second stimulus checks, okay? So just hang on in there, folks, and make sure you see the links in the description to get more stimulus check update information. Give this video a like, a thumbs up, so that way YouTube can promote it out, put it in front of more people also as well. We need that love, more love from YouTube, okay? And make sure you subscribe using the big red button below. If you haven't already, use the description by the down arrow here and check out links to get free money and other helpful resources also. And from all of us here at the How to Get an 800 Credit Score LLC family, stay safe, be blessed, and we'll see you in the next stimulus check update video tomorrow. Bye for now.
My name is Lyndon Baptiste, and on this channel we talk about ways to increase your credit score, build credit, and get approved for the lowest payments on mortgages and lines of credit, travel the world for free, earn extra money with cash back. And if that interests you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. That way you'll never miss a single video as we make